host, Erica Moore, standing here in Beverly Hills at Julian's auction with Barbara Lazaroff, who is selling some art today, correct? Or auctioning?
Well, we auctioned off all the art today already. All the things, the provenance and the history of Spago from 1982, where we had all the Oscar parties.
Wow.
And then in addition to all of the wonderful Hollywood history, we had some Asian antiquities, and then we had some really fine art, like, you know, we had a Baldessari that sold for a great deal, and a Rosenquist, and right behind us,
yes,
Dale Chihuly, who I believe...
The glass, yes, absolutely.
Of glass in America, maybe the world, the greatest glass artist. This is one of his blown floats. And he's a dear friend of mine and his wife, Leslie. And these are internally lit with neon, and it's just sexy and seductive, isn't it?
Yes, you might recognize some of his glass blowings in the Bellagio Hotel, a lot of Vegas, right?
Yeah, all the ceilings are called macchias. They make them, they do them on the ceiling. And he has a huge Chihuly glass museum in Seattle. But we sold some very amusing things today as well.
Yeah? What was your favorite? What would you wish if you could hold on to one?
Well, I actually did hold on to a couple of things, yeah. But what's funny is I sold, we had this Joel Grey, you know, from Cabaret.
Oh,
Liza Minnelli's a friend, and Joel Grey's a friend.
Wow.
So it was a signed jacket that I had hanging next to my Lucille Ball jacket. But I even sold all the gorgeous chairs I had designed from Spago, because we've had some very famous tushies sit on them, from Ackman to George Clooney to Anne Hathaway. Even, you know, when we started in 1982, we always had Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn and Sophia Loren come into the restaurant for our Oscar parties. But since then, you know, we've had Keith Richards, we have Rod Stewart, Madonna, Michael Jackson over the years. So those chairs were warmed by a lot of wonderful tushies. So
there's a lot of luck in there.
Yeah, well, basically people that bought the chair, they can feel like they're a celebrity too.
Yeah, they can sit in there and take on all the personalities.
Yeah, but we really did have some fine art. I'm a big art collector. I still have a lot of art at home. My mother used to say the only place Barbara has room for art now is on the ceiling of the house. But this Chihuly, you have to admit, it's gorgeous.
It's stunning. And I also heard that you're donating all of the funds to charity.
I am.
Which charity?
Well, a few of them. I've been working for Meals on Wheels for 32 years.
Fantastic.
Yes, and also for the Aviva Home for Abused Girls. Aviva Family and Children's Services is the oldest organization in Los Angeles that helps children. I spent 4.5 years redoing the house. Also to the Zimmer Children's Museum, the only children's museum in LA, and also to a number of cancer organizations I've been supporting for 30 years, as well as the fulfillment fund that helps kids from, you know, starting in about 3rd, 4th grade to get them scholarships in the inner city. So I have a multitude of, known as the Philanthropy Lady, I have a multitude of charities I've been involved with for 25 or 30 years. Big Brothers and Big Sisters, which honored me last year, and NABU, National Association of Women Business Owners, which gave me the Philanthropy Award. It's a lifetime award.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah, it's really fun. You know, you can make some money on this, but you can do a lot more by giving it away.
Right. And so if we wanted to stay connected with you and follow your next adventures and maybe even unite, how can we get a hold of you or get in touch?
That's a good question. I'm all over the place. I'm on Facebook and on 4 different pages. I have a Barbara Lazaroff fan page. I have a personal page. I have my Spago page because I own Spago Beverly Hills and Chinois and Cut and all of our
Wolfgang And we're going to go have dinner together after this, right?
Yes. And so I've been in the restaurant business for 32 years, you know, with Wolfgang Puck, my partner, and my ex-husband too. We have 2 children. And you can also find me at Barbara Lazaroff, LAZAROFF.com. My page, you know. Also, I have my own podcast now on iTunes.
Oh, cool.
Called Barbara Lazaroff Exuberant Living. And the first person that I interviewed was John Lloyd Young.
Okay.
And I released it right before he came out in Jersey Boys, in the Clint Eastwood film.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And I went to New York twice years ago to see him, you know, when he won the Tony for Jersey Boys.
Wow.
And I have a second podcast out, so you can go on iTunes and you can hashtag Exuberant Living, and you can listen and leave a post and whatever.
Awesome. Thanks so much. It's been such a pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure as well. And you know, there's going to be more chairs being sold, so your tushy can sit in one of them sometime later. So look for the next Julian's auction with tushy warmers.
Thank you for watching. See